You'd think I had a call with Community Legal Services or something today with how stupid my hair looks. But that's on me because I didn't do it. So what can you do? Just have some coffee. So I am days behind at this point on this vlog. And that's fine. Because like I said in the last one, I don't owe anybody anything. I owe myself everything. Right? Isn't that what they say? Again, I think the point of this vlog soon will be to find out who is they. Everybody's talking about they. They in the media, they in the government, they in the social media sphere or whatever. Who is they? Are we ever going to find out? I think we're going to launch a years-long investigation into who they is. Just got to fix my eye real quick. It decides to fall down sometimes. You ever get that? Over the weekend, we had SerbFest, and that was a fucking mess. Because they served the world's largest beers, and they charge small beer prices. So you're going to have like 14 of them. I have a picture somewhere of all the beers that were sitting on the table we were standing at. We had Slivovitz. It was fun. At the end of the day, it was fun. I had some chavapi, which was delicious. I scarfed down, I don't know how much of it. I was just eating raw onions with it. It was so good. I make it sound crazy, but it was good. There's lots of good video. Thanks to Khalil for coming out with he got a new Blackmagic camera from like 2013, and I made fun of him for it. But damn it if he didn't make that footage look good, so I'll put some up right here. Just lots of memes and everything going on there. Outside of that, what did we do? On Sunday, we had, Rudder and Marnie stay over. And I made some breakfast for them, and then we just kind of hung out, watched the Jags game. Jags won. I guess good for Marnie. I don't really know where I'm going with this. I've kind of gone off track with this whole vlog thing. The whole point was just to kind of keep me on track with and again, my hair just looks fucking stupid. Kind of keep me on track with my goals and everything. I mean, I'm making money. I'm sitting here editing. I got this little setup going on. So, it can't all be bad, right? This weekend I really want to go out and shoot some film with Vanessa. I hope she is good for that. And if she's not, I'll drag her with me regardless. I want to get a video created on that. I think that would be so much fun. And then I put in a bid for a Kramer electric guitar on eBay. And I am hoping I get it because I bid pretty low. It's still got like 4 days left, so who knows if I'll get it. But my plan is to get it for very cheap so I can spend some extra money on new parts and kind of Frankenstein it together into what I would kind of consider, I don't know, dialing in a tone that I really like for myself. And that's going to be a video where I'm going to start by actually getting the guitar, bidding on it. So if I don't get this one, it'll be another one. My parameters are, it has to be a Kramer. It doesn't matter if it's a hardtail, if it has a Floyd Rose or just a regular tremolo. Like, none of the hardware matters. It just has to be a Kramer guitar, preferably from the 80s, as that's when they were the best. Before the Gibson ownership, with either the banana headstock or the headstock that looks like my red Kramer Farrington, where it's really pointy, almost like a Jackson headstock. And then that's it. From there, I'm gonna gut it probably and just put in all new hardware. Depending on what the tuners look like, all the way down to the tuners, all the way down to the tree strings up on the headstock. I want brand spanking new everything except the actual body of the guitar. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be a longer video. That's going to take longer to film. That's going to take longer to source all the parts. So I'm really hoping I can start by getting this guitar, specifically because it already has a Floyd Rose in it. And if I get one that doesn't, my plan is to, for the first time ever, put in a Floyd Rose on a guitar, if it doesn't already have it. So from the Floyd Rose to at that point I'd need the locking nut, which means I'll be drilling through the headstock. So a lot of crazy things I'm going to be doing to a guitar that could either be a prized possession or trash. If I break it or if I do something I really shouldn't have, we're going to find out. I am eager to go on this journey because to me it feels like the first time I'm purposefully going at a guitar by saying I'm going to gut it basically and start from scratch. And I know what you're thinking, why don't you start by just buying a piece here, a piece there, like start with a neck, then a body. And I did find a really nice Mockingbird body from BC Rich, and I thought that would be kind of sick to have a Mockingbird body with a Kramer headstock, but I'd rather just do all Kramer. And I found this one yes, it's all black, so it looks a lot like my American Strat, but it already has the Floyd Rose on it, and I lost a bidding on a blue Kramer that didn't have a Floyd Rose. So it's kind of like a give and take sort of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna get it pretty much built so I can just plug it in and play, because I am eager to hear how it sounds. I would hate to buy a neck, buy a body, buy pieces, all this crap, plug it in, and I'm like, wow, I don't like how this sounds. Now obviously there would be some fine tuning to do and everything, but my point is I want it to, from the get-go, sound good, because then I can really have a nice jumping off point. Also, I can't find a Kramer neck that isn't a Beretta special from 2013 on, because I don't want that. I definitely don't want that. And I can't find a body that isn't $300 already. The Mockingbird body I saw was a hardtail body, so it did not have room for a Floyd Rose, and it had the pre-drilled peg holes for a hardtail, which I guess I could maybe fasten a Bigsby onto it, which would look fucking ridiculous. I don't want to do that though. I really want to go the Floyd Rose route. I want a good Floyd Rose. So who knows if this Kramer I'm bidding on even has a good one. And I want it to, like I said, I want it to play, and I don't want to spend an ungodly amount of money on the original guitar because the investment is going into the pieces. I want to get some great Seymour Duncans. I have a Seymour Duncan Pearly Gates in my Telly that is out of commission. That could be another video where I can put that back together. I need to get a whole new input jack for it. And these Pearly Gates sound gorgeous. I put a coil split on it, and whether you're in single coil or humbucker, it's phenomenal. So I don't know if I'll go the Pearly Gates route again. Those pickups are 12 years old. I got them in about 2013, 2014. But I do want to go probably the Seymour Duncan route again, unless I find some maybe like boutique sort of pickups for a decent price. I haven't been in that world in so long, I couldn't even tell you. That's the other thing, is it's been years since I've looked at custom parts for guitars and everything. So that's going to be a huge journey moving into that space again, and I'm really excited to get back to it. I'm going to get custom volume knobs. I'm going to be coil splitting everything because I love to do that type of shit. I'm going to be relearning my wiring and everything. When I wired up my Telly, I bought a Telly for a Squier Bullet Telecaster for $80, and then I went and spent like $200 more on new pickups, new volume pots, and did I get a new? I don't think I got a new pickup switch. Just volume pots and pickups. And then I rewired it, and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. So I ended up taking it to a shop to get it looked at, and the guy was like, "You missed one wire. If you had taken this wire there, you would have gotten it." I also wanted to have coil splits on both knobs, the volume and the tone, one for the bridge, one for the neck pickup, but the way that guitar is routed, in the coil split, volume pots are longer. It wouldn't fit down in the socket or whatever it needs to fit into, and so the guy would have had to route the guitar, and he said, these guitars are so cheap, I'm scared I'm going to go out the back end of it by cutting out a little more. And I said, I don't blame you. So what we did there is we wired both coil taps to the same tone knob, and because the guitar is so cheap, pulling the knob will sometimes pull the whole thing out of the actual guitar, which is crazy. So this whole thing to say, my plan is to do that with a nice Kramer, so I'm not kind of shooting myself in the foot. The Tele also has crazy neck dive because the body is like fiberglass, I guess. I don't know what they made it out of, but it is such a light guitar. I love to take it places. It also sounds really nice unplugged. An electric guitar that sounds really nice unplugged. And I think that's because the guitar is made of fiberglass, so it's like hollow, basically. But again, all that to say, my plan for a big video post Vanessa and I doing the film stuff is to rebuild a guitar, to Frankenstein a guitar. And I'm really excited about that journey. I hope it can get off the ground soon, sooner rather than later. We have 4 days left on this bidding war. I'm not sure what my max bid is going to be on this guitar. Right now I have it set to 150. I need to look at some prices. I don't think I want to go above 250 though for a guitar, because like I said, I'm going to be gutting it. I'm going to be taking everything out of it. Why would I want to spend money on shit I'm not going to use? That being said, if I like the pickups that are in it, I'm not going to just throw them out. Another video I would like to try is taking the active pickups out of my BC Rich and replacing them with passive. So if I like these pickups that come with the Kramer, my plan then is to take those pickups, put it in the BC Rich, and do a little before and after testing and see how that is. I feel like at that point I'm gonna start becoming like the Jay's 2 cents of guitars, which would be kind of fun. It's just a shame the PC market's a lot bigger than the guitar market right now. But I don't know, I do kind of see a resurgence happening. Like I don't know, like, but especially between just analog gear in general. Like there's the film resurgence, there's, you know, people are curious about analog technology again. And to me, that's really exciting because computer chips are great in everything and they work wonders and can do everything for you. But there's a certain je ne sais quoi, you know what I'm saying, about analog technology where it's like you can see it happening in real time and understand what's happening in front of you, where it's not a little microchip making a million computations in a second and then you're like, okay, cool, I got my video editing software, woo, yes. Like, I know there's great benefits to computers, to digital technology and everything else. It's fun to tinker, man, and you can't really tinker a CPU. You just produce a giant wafer and then get a new one when your CPU feels like it's crapping out. And that's about it. But yeah, so that's where we are right now. This is kind of a longer update because I'm just kind of like rambling about things I want to do moving forward. But it's important. It's important because this is the point of the vlog, and I've really kind of lost that momentum a little bit over the weekend. So, and with this community legal services job and everything else. I've had fun driving around Florida. I'll be driving around more. I got some more shoots coming up. I have 2 shoots next week. So that's great and everything. But I need to remember why I'm here, why I'm doing these vlogs, why I'm talking to myself in a camera for 30 minutes a day. It's all important. And it's time to get back to that. So that's where we are.